CBDCs are going global, there have been some notable developments on cross-border use of CBDCs recently, and Emily has the details. What's going on?
Yeah, so even as we are in the midst of a crypto winter, the development of central bank digital currencies is proceeding. And there are a few interesting developments here. So there are basically two use cases for central bank digital currencies. One is to sort of make payments more efficient within a country itself. But the other one, and the one that I personally think is more interesting, is the use of CBDCs cross-border. And basically what that means is other countries using a CBDC to transact among themselves. And the reason why this is interesting is that, at least theoretically, this could challenge the dominance of the US dollar. And, we have a country like Russia, for example, a lawmaker saying that they want to use a CBDC for settlements in China. And they're pretty explicitly saying that they are doing this because they are tired of the hegemony of the US dollar. So, a few notable developments. BIS sort of had this landmark pilot where $22 million in value was exchanged among China, Thailand, Hong Kong. We have, this comment by Russia. We also have the European Central Bank basically talking about the use of a digital euro cross-border. So I think this is worth watching, particularly in the context of a strong dollar.
Emily, we had Jack Mallers on a few minutes ago, and he seems to make a compelling case, at least, for, we don't need these CBDCs. We don't need stable coins. We got this thing called Bitcoin, and we have the Lightning Network. So why can't banks use that?
Yeah, I mean, that's such a reasonable point. And I've argued that actually CBDCs make a strong case for Bitcoin, because one of the problems with CBDCs is that A, they're issued by governments, and B, there are a lot of privacy issues. But ultimately, CBDCs are kind of a political issue. And, again, there are a lot of countries out there that don't like the dominance of the US dollar. The strong dollar is hurting a lot of emerging markets. And again, you have countries that are hurt by US sanctions. So it's not so much about the efficiency of payments. It's a political question. It is actually a purposeful attempt to get around the US dollar and the SWIFT system.